Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Rome Total War 2. So, we are playing as Pontus today, a little bit different. I'm just sort of slowly cycling my way through the different factions as I kind of, just to enjoy myself really. A similar layout to the Macedonian video in many ways. Our core is going to be these pikes, because they're dead cheap, they are useless, they're never going to kill anyone, but they do exactly what I want, which is to fill gaps in the line and hold this centre ground without me having to worry about it, which is what I want them to do. So those two are over there, these two hoplites. We've gotten slightly less spears, slightly more short sword arms this time, which I think is hopefully going to be beneficial to us. So then we've got, so our hoplites need the flank. Then we have got our sort of heavy Pontic swords. Guys, good guys, both javelins and hopefully decent melee ability as well. They've got quite high attack damage. Put them on there. And then on the support, the flankers, my fast hard attacks, my really light little mercenary Celtic warriors. Really high damage, you can see down in the bottom corner, if my face isn't in the way. Weapon damage of 40, really high, but they're just crap at everything else. They've got no armour, nothing like that. But when they get stuck in, that's when they're going to do the damage. When they get that flank and get in behind someone, that's what I'm banking on them doing. We've got a decent selection of cavalry. And we've got our Cappadocian heavy cavalry here. We're going to group up on one of the flanks. We'll put you as unit number 3. And then we'll have our general as our cavalry detachment number 4. Unfortunately, we've only got 3 units of cavalry this time because I ran out of money. Of course, our archers, not slingers, because Pontus doesn't seem to really have any slingers apart from some very expensive ones. So yeah, we're all Eastern archers today. It's kind of different because I'm normally, as I'm sure you know by now, a slinger player. So you shall see how that goes. So I've created quite a wide frontage on this map. We're going to be going fast. I like to go wide. I don't know if it's of genuine benefit or not, really. Just get everyone walking forwards. Go on, nitty people, you can then walk with your pikes down. And these are why I like these. Just because they can hold the wall, hold the lines. They might not be good, they don't get any kills on enemy units, but I don't need them to. So let's have a look what we've got. We have got some Ptolemaic cavalry, some very heavy shock cavalry, followed by some Egyptian cavalry. Are they actually horses? They are, they're not camels. That seems to be it from a cavalry point of view, but then we're substituted by, oh no, 2 more cavalry here. Another Ptolemaic heavy shock. We have obviously our Royal Pontic cavalry, our heavy shock cavalry, but we are outnumbered from a cavalry point of view though. And they've also got these Thurio spears, like spearmen on one of the flanks. Medium infantry there. Interesting. Interesting indeed. We seem to have the range advantage, which is putting me initially into a more hesitant position than perhaps I normally would. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's just turn everyone off. Oh no, I won't fire at will. But guard mode, not skirmish mode. Form your lines there. Double time it. Get in position. They're spreading themselves out, fanning themselves into a wide line, which is fine. We'll just let everyone get into position, get set up, and then we'll probably just slowly nudge ourselves forwards until we come at least within archer range, and then we'll think about what we want to do from there. Those cavalry on this flank is a worry because I've only got my general. Don't want to lose my general in a charge, something like that, against those Ptolemaic cavalry, which could easily be done if you're not careful. Everyone's getting into position. You know, their front line isn't all that threatening. They've got these thorax swords, which are a tough unit, I know. Our archers are just, really, what on earth are you doing? Taking their time. Let's target their lighter infantry. There's no point our archers shooting at super heavy armoured targets, so we'll never go anywhere. Are they going to make any threatening moves? We have got javelins as well with a lot of our sword units on the flanks, so that's not too much of a worry for me. I'm going to change my attention to their Egyptian archers. I want them to start shooting if they can. I mean, they just seem to be taking their goodly time about it, don't they? This is why I much prefer slingers. Like, what are they doing? Getting all caught up in the pikes, I think. And now they're nicely clumped together before they start shooting. Jesus Christ. Come on. Get your act together, people. There we go. Start to get some volleys out now. Okay, so what's their cavalry doing? They're starting to push here, which is fine. Are they pushing on that flank as well? Not so much. Deal with those Thurio swords. We can engage them. And I'm going to break off another unit there. I want to watch that flank. It's going. I don't really want to be doing this. But we are. So there we go. Let's have a look on this flank. A little bit safer. Let's keep our attention on those guys. Not quite what I would have picked. We'll just get some javelins in if you can, and then get stuck into the fight. Javelins! Ooh, nice. Straight into the back of those Thuria spears. Those guys should go down quickly. How our cavalry are going to do, I wouldn't like to say. Not so well, I suspect. They've engaged me now across this flank. Let's pull ourselves back. Get back, get back, get back. Reform. Okay, we've got the cavalry coming here. Gonna have to be really careful at this part because this is where things are going to go wrong, because our general's going to get caught up really easily here. I'm going to hang on with you because you need to engage them. Okay, let's turn on these medium cavalry. They're going to engage the elephants, and then our archers, if they ever get their fucking ass in gear, they're so slow.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, so engage across this line. He's also putting in against. You guys can go there, and you guys can push around. Then we're going to focus all the archers' attention on those elephants there. And these guys can probably come around the back, actually, to be honest. We're going to envelop that unit there, as you can see the one on the flank there. Is that the Egyptian medium cavalry we're at? It is. Get you engaged there. So you can see, so far, I would say things are going pretty well. We're getting our attention now on those elephants. We're dragging... Oh, our Pontic swords are not very happy there. Where did those Thurius swordsmen come from? We've got our archers now focused on those enemy elephants. Hopefully they're going to start going down soon. And let's engage these heavy thorax men in the rear. How's our general doing? Not too badly so far. So far so good. Those elephants are going to go down very fast. I'm not too worried about them. And I'm hoping that these Thorio swords there will be beatable. We're now fighting head-to-head on this enemy cavalry. How's that going? Yeah, I'd say that's not going too badly. So they're pulling back from my sword line there, which is good. Our archers are keeping up their bombardment. We've got these Thurio swordsmen here surrounded, which is good for us. But it looks like we are losing our Celtic warriors, which is not so good. Those elephants are nearly dead. I'm going to change the focus onto those Ptolemaic heavy cavalry. Our Pontic swords having a bit of a tough time against those levies and against these Thurio swords here. Well, actually we're winning, we're just slow. Do we want to engage them? No, we don't really. Let's keep you in position. We'll take the javelin fight for now. I really want to win this fight because it's going to start to free up some of my cavalry, and then we can start to dominate this part of the map. We've also got these Thurio swords here. Still haven't broken. Surprising. And these elephants surely must be about dead. You would think. We should be now getting our archers in there, and those Levy Thurio swordsmen are not having particularly much fun there. We're about to get rear flanked here. Hopefully not before we've at least had the opportunity to do a good amount of damage first. Okay, so that's freed up our cavalry. Well, actually, let's recharge these guys here. Make sure they go. War cry that war elephant, since it's close to routing. Maybe it'll break completely. Try and kill those Ptolemaic guys there. Who else is fleeing? Okay, those Egyptian medium infantry not having a lot of fun against our hoplites. Understandable. We're having a really tough time against these thorax, which is surprising. We're about to beat these Ptolemaic cavalry though, and then I think we can probably get a rear flank in and hopefully think about breaking them. Yeah, they're not going to last too much longer. So those Sirius light spears have gone, and his Ptolemaic heavy cavalry is struggling. Good. Things are looking up. His general has committed himself there. What are they? Very heavy pike infantry. Okay, interesting move. He's not in pike formation though. We're going to start to struggle there, I would have thought. Make sure they're properly broken. Keep up an arrow fire on them for a little bit. Let's bring our guys back down here. These guys have recovered. Let's bring them back to the fight. Okay, now we've got our our normal cavalry and our free. Let's get these guys moving around. Start to get some flanks on. Okay, what have we got left to deal with? So, some Egyptian archers. Let's start to deal with them. I think they're pretty much gone, and it looks like their enemy cavalry is shattered. Let's get the rear charge in there, and let's bring ourselves down the line. So we've got our heavy Pontic swords having against these thorax there. It's fine, we'll look to engage them. Those guys there have just broken, which is nice. Let's see how long these thorax infantry stay confident for with a cavalry rear charge. I don't know how much damage we're going to do. Oh, these guys look cool. I didn't actually... Look how cool they looked. Oh, they're badass. Nice. Good amount of damage. Starting to shake them. Good, 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 good. That's what we want. Let's get your rear charge in on those guys over there. So, at this part of the line, let's have a look. Things are not looking so good. Got to start bringing pressure on. Let's bring units around, start to look for our opportunities. I think, to be honest, I might just... I think we'll be able to deal with those light Styria spears with just our guy there. Bring you around a little bit on the flank. They've got them pulling back by the looks of it. So archers, keep up your bombardment. And have those guys broken? Yes, they have. And make sure you get those guys completely broken and routed. Good job, good job, good job, good job. I think you were going to rout. Hopefully you do. I've not got my ability back yet, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's start to push you in on the sides there, and we'll bring our little guys around here. And we'll see what we can start to think about doing with our own cavalry. Those guys there are struggling, but so are our own troops in this situation, so not so good. Bring these Cappadocians around. Let's hunt down those Egyptian archers stood there in the middle as we're bringing in our units to support. And again, you know, these pikemen just holding the line, taking a bit of damaging, but they're just holding that centre, which is exactly what I want them to do. It allows me to focus on what else is going on. Get those guys there. Start to bring these guys round, getting our javelins in, racking up the damage that we needed. Now let's start to put pressure on his general, which is what we want to do to start to secure this victory. See, look, our hoplites are now starting to get into the fight as well, starting to get the real surrounding going on. And in comes the general. Mostly attack's going to be blunted by the abilities there. How are they looking? What's wavering? Both of you. We'll get the Thurio source first, because I think the pikes aren't that hard for us to deal with. Try and get, will that have done them? Will that have routed them? There we go. Are they both gone? Yeah. Easy. Actually, I love that war cry ability because it gets you that route when you need it. That's just perfect. So, a victory is Pontus. I really finally sort of got my head around how these battles work now. I mean, you don't need the elite infantry. I think you need a few select elite units like our cavalry. Look at our cavalry, our Cappadocian cavalry, our quality cavalry, 219 kills. And yet the enemy's sort of elite royal pikes, 42 kills. You know, and these are more expensive than those Cappadocians, but they're not that good because pikes can be cheap. You can use cheap pikemen. These levy pikemen do exactly what I needed them to do, which is hold the line. The Pontic swords, nice quality, heavy infantry units, nice to have the javelins as well. And look, even a dirt cheap mercenary Celtic warrior, 139 kills. And these guys cost like 300 or something. They're so cheap. So, yeah, I think it's all about having decent numbers and not getting too drawn into having just high quality units and too wide a variety of different unit types as well. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that battle. If you did, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Total War content, and I shall see you all on the next video.